Solving literal equations. The first question we are going to be looking at is find an expression for x. So when we are finding an expression for x, we are transposing the equation. We're manipulating it to try and get x by itself. So to start off, we are going to get rid of a constant on the x side and plus 6. But that also means we are going to plus 6 onto my left-hand side. So that gives me the equation of 4y plus 6, and that equals 2mx. Now, because we've got 2m times x, I want to get rid of the 2m and x by itself, which also means I need to divide it all by 2m. If I'm dividing one side by 2m, I also need to divide the other side by 2m. So now I've done this, let's have a look at this equation. So that leaves me on my right hand side, which is x. And on my right hand side, what I would like to do is take out a common factor. So at the moment I can see I have a common factor of 2 on top. So it will be 2 in brackets, 2y plus 3 equals x. But I also need to make sure I'm still dividing it by 2m. Now I did that because we can see that we've got a 2 on top, and we can also see that we've got a 2 on the bottom. So we are able to cancel those two out. So that means my x ends up being x by itself is equal to 2y plus 3 in brackets divided by m. Let's have a go with this next question. So we do lots of transposing, especially when we are doing Reddit questions and using formulas. So in this case here, we are using the formula for surface area of a cylinder is given by surface area equals 2 pi r in brackets r plus h. So the first thing we are going to do is make h the subject. So to make h the subject, it's in the brackets. The whole brackets is being times at the moment. So we need to divide both sides by what it's been times by, and it's being times by 2 pi r. So we need to get rid of that. So that ends up being s divided by 2 pi r is equal to r plus h. Again, I want h by itself, so I need to take away r on one side, which means I need to take away r on the other. Because I'm taking away r on one side, this side, that means it gives me 5 divided by 2 pi r minus r is equal to h. And now I've got h as the subject. Now I've got h as a subject, I can look at my last question. So I've got, now it says find h if s is 1221. That means I'm going to grab that and put it in where s is. Then it says I've got r is 10.5. So I'm going to again put it in where I've got my r. In this case here, I've got 2 pi r. So I'm just going to put a time sign in and put the 10.5 where r is. And I'm going to put the take away 10.5 where the other r is. Now all I need to do is solve this on the calculator. 1221 divided by, in brackets, 2 times 3.14 times 10.5 minus 10.5, and that gives me the height. So height equals 8.01. It's correct to 1 decimal place, but I'll be rounding it down, so it'll be 8.0 or 8.